Have you ever heard somebody say that they are selling a course or creating a membership and selling that membership before they have any content for it at all? And you've wondered, like, how is that even possible? How do you sell a course that you haven't created? Like, how do you explain to people what's going to be in the course? Well, that is what I'm going to talk to you about today. Hey, I am Tracy, and my business is called Launch Tech Made Easy. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about a beta launch, a beta course, also called a seed launch or a seed course. And those are terms that are used interchangeably. Seed launch tends to be something that comes from the Jeff Walker product launch formula world. And a lot of other course creators will call this a beta course with a beta launch. And here's how it works. When you do your very first launch, you do it before the product is created so that you can create exactly what your perfect client is looking for. How do you do it? Well, you ask them. So before you even start thinking about what you're going to offer in this course, you start engaging with your audience. You've probably heard me talk about before how important an engaged email list is. Well, if you're engaging with your people on your list or on your social media challenges, you're going to start to figure out what their challenges are, what their pain points are, where they want more help. And then you take those ideas and you put them out there and you see which of the solutions to those pain points start to get a lot of buzz or a lot of traction from your audience. What do they want more of? You can create a freebie around that idea. You can do surveys around that idea, but you need to kind of hone in on where their biggest pain points are. From there, you're going to come up with the idea for a course. And this isn't going to be a great big course. It might be a very small course. It might be something that's only one or two or maybe even 3 sessions long. It could even be a one-day workshop. So let's say you are a parent coach and you have found out that people are really, really concerned with teaching their kids how to tie their shoes. So you've engaged with them and you've asked them questions and they've given you responses. And so then you come to them and you say, okay, guys, I realize you are really concerned with how to teach your kids how to tie their shoes. So I have put together a course that I think you are going to love. But before I release it out into the world, I'd like to make sure that I've covered everything. So could you please let me know by replying to this email if there's anything about tying kids' shoes that is just your burning question, like something you really hope that I cover in this course. Send out that survey. Then, when you get your responses, you're going to create a landing page or a video or a series of emails that addresses those concerns that they brought up. Once they buy the course, and it doesn't have to be an expensive course, it might be $47 the first time and be 2 modules or 3 modules, something like that. You tell them what you're going to cover in the course, and then the first session, you go over whatever your topic is going to be. Like maybe it's how to lace up a shoe so that it's easier for a kid to tie. Then after that module is over, send out an email to them and say, did I answer all your questions? Or you might even have a Q&A session at the end of the module or that week's lesson and ask them if they have any further questions, because the module is delivered live. You can use Zoom, you could use GoToWebinar. There's a lot of different ways that you could do these webinars live. Then if they still have questions at the end, you're going to make note of those, because later on, when you go to release this course again, you're going to add the answers to those questions into the content for that first week. You're also going to tell them that next week you're going to talk about how to teach your kid to tie their shoe if you're left-handed. Again, totally making this up. And ask them, do you have any questions specific to left-handed parents that you want me to cover? And they'll give you their questions, and you use those questions to build your content for week 2. And you keep going on and on and on until you've covered the content that they've told you that they want to have. Now, and then at the end, you have your course, right? So you've recorded all these calls, you have your course all finished, You can repackage it, add in some of the answers that were missing the first time because they came up with questions that you hadn't anticipated, and you have a fully built out course that you can then offer to people in the future. But here's the cool thing about this. A lot of times we'll plan on a course being 2 modules or 3 modules. And at the end of the third module, people beg us to keep going because they love the content so much that they want more and more information. And this is a great thing because it allows you to make a bigger course that is exactly what people are looking for, so that the next time you offer it, you can offer it and charge a little bit more money for it, or even a lot more money. Or if it's a membership, sometimes people get to the last module of their course and the people who've taken it say, we want to keep going. So the course creator says, okay, let's start a membership. And then they go from there and they start their membership. And it's exactly what the people who are in the membership are asking for. So if you ever hear somebody saying that they're going to offer a course or offer a membership, but they haven't created it yet, that's how they're doing it. And the very coolest part about this whole thing is that not only are you offering exactly what your audience wants, but you're not putting a whole lot of time and money and effort into creating something that isn't going to sell. Before I had the business that I have now, I had a really, what I thought, a great product on teaching kids how to be responsible with their money. I not only had a really beautiful blog and website, I had hired a graphic designer to do a whole line of graphics for me that kids would appeal to kids. I wrote a book with my husband. I had a podcast on the topic. But here's the thing. Nobody bought the course that I created because they just didn't have time to work with their kids on money. They were worried about things like potty training, bullying, getting their kids to eat. I spent probably 2 or 3 years and tens of thousands of dollars putting together this beautiful course that no one ever bought. If I had done it differently, looked at the freebie that I had that was really, really doing well, and then kind of worked from there and created a course around that freebie, I would have saved myself so much time and so much money. And I would have probably knocked it out of the park with exactly what the parents were looking for. In the end, I just gave up on that business because I didn't know what I didn't know, and I was convinced that it was not going to work. So I ask you, save yourself time, save yourself money, make sure your audience is going to love what it is you have to offer by selling your course or membership before you create it. I hope that helps. I hope that that I made it clear to you what a seed launch and a seed course and a beta membership, beta course are. If not, pop a question in right below this video and I'll be sure to see it and answer it and help you get sorted out. If you'd like more information on launching a course or membership online, you can run over to my website at launchtechmadeeasy.com.